There's a truth that lives beneath your skin. A truth older than language, older than civilization, older than every scientific paper written to explain the human body. A truth that whispers, even when modern life tries to silence it. You were not designed to live disconnected from yourself. You were not born to ignore your hunger, deny your exhaustion, silence your emotions, or treat your body like a machine that needs to perform rather than a sacred living system that needs to be understood. Long before humanity invented microscopes, MRI scans, or biochemical theories, the body already knew how to survive, how to heal, how to grow, and how to adapt. It carried inside it a blueprint written by millions of years of evolution, a code of ancient wisdom. A code still alive in you. Not mystical, not symbolic, not metaphorical, biological. Your body is not guessing, your body is remembering. Each heartbeat, each breath, each sensation is communication. We call it intuition. We call it instinct. But in truth, it is intelligence. Raw, primal, undeniable intelligence. The cells in your heart fire electrical impulses before you consciously feel emotion. Your gut microbiome reacts to danger before your brain has time to label the threat. Your skin can sense changes in the environment faster than technology can measure. Your hormones read your life like a book, adjusting rhythm and chemistry without ever asking for permission, all day, every day. Yet most people live as strangers inside their own bodies. We outsource our instincts to diet gurus, productivity hacks, and health trends that promise balance but push us further away from our nature. We track calories and steps but ignore the fatigue in our bones. We follow wellness routines but forget how to breathe deeply. We scroll for motivation instead of noticing the quiet voice inside that says, slow down, eat real food, go outside. Move the way your body was made to move. Rest when you are tired. Trust your signals. Trust yourself. Your body is not broken. It is responding. It is adapting to noise, stress, artificial light, processed food, emotional suppression, and disconnection. You do not malfunction, you compensate, and compensation is intelligence in disguise. It is your biology trying to protect you, trying to keep you alive in a world your nervous system was never designed for. So the question is not, why is my body failing me? The real question is, what is my body trying to tell me that I haven't to learn to listen to? Everything begins with listening. Listening to the breath that tightens when life overwhelms you. Listening to the stomach that knots when a decision is wrong. Listening to the exhaustion that isn't laziness, but a plea for restoration. Listening to hunger that isn't weakness, but wisdom. Listening to the tiny voice inside that says, I need sunlight. I need movement. I need peace. I need truth. When you listen, something shifts. You stop treating your body as a problem and start recognizing it as a partner. You begin to realize that your body is not here to punish you. It is here to guide you. It has always been here, waiting, sending signals, offering direction, speaking a language you were born, understanding and slowly forgot. A language not of words, but sensations, tension, warmth, pressure, expansion, stillness, ease, discomfort. This is intuition. This is intelligence. This is intelligence. To live in harmony with your body is not to control it, but to remember it. To take your power back from the noise of culture and return to the ancient rhythm written in your cells. There is no future of health without ancient wisdom. There is no longevity without alignment. There is no vitality without presence. Your body already knows the way. There comes a moment in every journey back to yourself when you stop chasing the next solution and start learning to interpret the signals that were always there. Because true healing does not happen when you force your body into discipline. It happens when you rebuild communication with it. And the first step is learning the subtle language of sensation, what science calls interoception. Interoception is not magic. It is a skill, the ability to recognize internal signals, heartbeat, hunger, tension, temperature, pressure, breath, emotion. Studies show that people with strong interoceptive awareness have lower stress, better emotional stability, and improved overall health. They don't guess what they need. They sense it. They hear the early whisper before it becomes a scream. They eat because they're hungry, not because of a timer. They rest because the body signals, not because the schedule allows it. They move to release energy, not to punish themselves. To rebuild this awareness, start simple, not complex routines, not hacks. Attention. Scan your body in quiet moments. Ask, where do I hold tension? Is my breath shallow or deep? Am I truly hungry or emotionally empty? Do I need movement or do I need rest? Does this decision feel expansive or tight in my chest? This is how you tune in, not by forcing answers, but by asking questions your body is already answering. And as you listen, notice the systems working together. Your nervous system regulating threat and calm. Your gut communicating with your brain through neurotransmitters. Your immune cells learning memory like students in a living classroom. Your hormones adjusting to each sunrise, each meal, each nightfall. When these systems harmonize, life feels aligned. When they fall out of sync, pressure builds. You feel it as tension, anxiety, irritation, fatigue, cravings, discomfort, distraction, restlessness. Symptoms are not failures, they are feedback. Stress is not the enemy, unrelieved stress is. Fatigue is not weakness, ignored fatigue is. Your body does not sabotage you, it saves you. It slows digestion to conserve energy when life feels unsafe. It holds weight to protect you when scarcity is sensed. It keeps you awake when danger feels near. It inflames when threat is internal. These are not flaws. These are survival mechanisms doing exactly what they were designed to do. To live in bioharmony is to stop fighting your biology and begin working with it. Start breathing deeply, because oxygen is the oldest medicine. Walk outside because your DNA still remembers the sun. Move gently when your body craves softness and intensely when it craves power. Eat food that once lived because your cells recognize life. Sleep when the world goes dark because your hormones follow light. Simplify because complexity confuses the nervous system, but rhythm calms it. Every tiny choice is communication. Every slow breath is a message. I am safe. Every stretch is a signal. I am listening. Every mouthful of real food says, I remember where I come from. Every hour of rest says, I trust my body to know what I need. And slowly the body responds. It softens. It expands. It returns to harmony. It begins to trust you again. Your body was never designed for disconnection. Your biology is communal, rhythmic, sensory, emotional, electric, alive. Your cells synchronize like a tribe. Your heart adjusts to the breathing of others. Your nervous system calibrates to tone of voice, warmth of presence, safety of environment. You are wired for belonging, movement, nature, light, rest, nourishment, truth. When you align with these ancient needs, something awakens, not something new, but something ancient remembering itself through you. Modern culture encouraged disembodiment, rushing instead of sensing, consuming instead of nourishing, numbing instead of feeling, performing instead of being. And every time you override your biological truth, your body pays the price. But every time you honor it, your body rewards you with clarity, energy, peace, focus, resilience, intuition, strength. This is not self-help. This is human design. Living in bioharmony is not perfection. It is partnership. It is learning to cooperate with the body that carries your life. It is trusting that the body is wise, not weak. It is recognizing that your nature is not your enemy. It is your origin, your guide, your compass. You don't need control. You need alignment. You don't need to master the body. You need to remember it. Start with presence. Presence is medicine. Eating slowly is medicine. Waking with the sun is medicine. Silence is medicine. Touch is medicine. Movement is medicine. Breath is medicine. Saying no when your body tightens is medicine. Saying yes when your chest expands is medicine. This is bioharmony, not something learned, but something returned to. And in this return, something profound happens. You begin to feel like yourself again. Not the stressed version shaped by demands, but the real you, calm, aware, powerful, intuitive, grounded. You realize health is not a goal. It is your default state when interference is removed. You realize well-being is not earned. It is reclaimed. And you realize the body has never been silent, only unheard. So breathe deeper. Move with intention. Honor your hunger. Honor your rest. Choose sunlight over screens when you can. Choose presence over distraction when possible. Choose harmony over force. And above all, trust the ancient intelligence inside you. It has carried your lineage through storms, scarcity, evolution, change, and survival. It knows the way back to vitality, to clarity, to balance, to power. Bioharmony is not a practice, it is a remembering. And once you remember, you never live the same again.